Hello, I'm ReFabFashion. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Boston, and I post primarily on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. You can check my links below to get to my closets on each of those sites, and if you're not already signed up, there's codes to get a discount on your first purchase if you sign up using my registration code. I have a great haul today. This comes from a consignment store in Boston called Covet, for anyone local. They've got a few locations, South Boston and Beacon Hill, and Newbury Street is the most recent one that opened last year. And I consigned some items there myself as a consigner, but they periodically have a charity sale that they call the $5 bin sale. So I was able to stop into that on the first day, just a couple days ago. So everything in here that I want to show you is $5. I ended up getting 10 pieces, so $50 total, and I think I got some really great things. You know, consignment stores are great because they check over items for condition. They tend to take better brands, things that are selling now. So I've got some great pieces going into summer. This first one is a silk blouse by Lily Pulitzer. You can probably tell right away from the print. It is a larger size. It's a size large. A V-neck, kind of pop over. Pop over is when there are buttons at the top, but not all the way down. And this is a newer piece. I didn't look up the exact style. As I said, I checked mostly for condition on these items, but at $5, I know this will be a great sale. It's kind of a puff sleeve with the elastic there at the waist and a longer tunic style. Again, 100% silk, floral print. I got a bunch of great printed items. This one is a Bowden piece. It's a dress. Again, I didn't look up the style code as I might in a thrift store. I just checked over for condition. Generally, these kind of brighter prints, it looks a little bit newer. These brighter prints do well. The dresses do better for me in Bowden than the tops or pants. I did try to sell a new with tags pair of pants, and that just as a plain item really didn't do very well. This is a US 14. The UK sizing is always listed first, and then the US. I've made that mistake before too, of putting the UK size as the US size, and it's very different, so always double check on Bowden. But when I go to list this, I will be able to look up the style right here on the tag. It might be a little hard for you to see, but on the inside tag there's a style number, usually a letter and then some numbers. But a great larger size. A midi dress, knee length or midi dress. I'll have to see how that measures. This is a J. McLaughlin dress. It's kind of a stretchy, I wouldn't call it scuba knit. Again, knee length or maybe just past the knees, sleeveless. Dresses from J. McLaughlin do well. They are known for a signature material, and I forget the name of that, and I'm not sure if this is it. The size large. This will do pretty well, I think. I've sold kind of a brown and green larger print pattern dress for I think around $40 last year. So this being more of a summer print and summer colors, that should do well for me. This is a Sweaty Betty, which I do like to pick up. This is new with tags, and it's a jacket, and again it was $5. Again, I didn't look up the style, but it seems like a newer piece with kind of a balloon or puff sleeve, crop length. It's a windbreaker, and there is a hood that's either zipped or tucked in. I actually didn't check that out. Yep, zip. So I'll take photos with it rolled up and out. This is a smaller size. What was it? An extra small. It retailed for $168. So at $5, I still think I'll do pretty well with that. This is a Draper James piece, which has been hot and cold for me. This was, again, a good size. And in particular, this blue and white stripe, the nautical look, is good for summer, but in particular, that's on trend this season. The kind of stripes and kind of preppy nautical look. So I am looking for that in shirts. Happy to find it in a dress. There's a little bit of discoloration at the underarms, which I will note. Usually in my picture, you can't really tell, just as I showed it close to the camera. So I'll note it, but then the photo it'll be so hard to see that people will get the idea that it's really not noticeable, but I will note that wear. I tried to check it over for any other stains being white, didn't see any, but I'll check it over again under my lights. I have two big LED diffusion lights when I take my photos, and it's really great to check over pieces right under there. I can find oil stains and other things that I miss, you know, when I'm in the store lighting. This is another dress. This is the brand Rice. It's a British brand. It's sold in department stores here in the US, or you can buy online. Again, this is a US 12, so a better size. The style code is on the materials tag, sleeveless with a little ruffle. Looks like a knee-length dress. This brand does well. The newer pieces sell for better. I'd say right at about half of retail, depending on what the item is. So for dresses, I think that will earn a little bit more. And if this is newer, I'm gonna ask closer to the half price, but probably $40 to $50 on that one. This isn't a great brand. This is, I believe, a Nordstrom house brand, Caslon, but a good size, a large. This is just a cashmere V-neck sweater, navy blue. I checked it over well for holes, very soft. I pick up cashmere any time of year, especially at the $5 price point. This will probably sell between $20 and $25. I'm gonna list it for more, but even in the summertime, I like to get the sweaters when I come across them. Some of my thrift stores put the sweaters away for the winter, but it can be a great time to shop for sweaters and jackets and blazers during the summer months. This is a brand, again, a little hot and cold. The newer pieces do well, Nation Ltd, or Limited. And again, a good size, a size large, black. The whole bodice is smocked with the V-neck. There's a little bit of a puff to the sleeve, to the shoulder, and then it's almost a semi-sheer, I don't know if you can see through that. Semi-sheer sleeve, feels like a cotton, and again, a smock detail at the wrist. I did better with a couple blouses. I have a couple black dresses in my shop now, and not as much attention, but this has a little more detail going on. Unfortunately, the mannequin that I have, because some things with a puff sleeve or a sleeve I like to put on a mannequin if I can, it kind of shows it off a little bit better. But my mannequin is a size small, so I will just do the hanger, but I'll try to do a close-up photo kind of holding the sleeve in shape to show the pleating there and the ruffle detail. And then the two last items that I found, they had just one bin of shoes. I first came across these. These are Sorel sneakers, and they appear to be brand new with that tag on the bottom. So at $5, this is great. This is a women's size 10.5. There's a little bit of a print detail on the front and a Velcro adjustable strap on the front. So the condition was great, the brand is strong. Might not be the most popular style in the brand, but again, the price point is a great pickup to have those shoes. And the last item, I was really shocked to see in the bins. These are Freebird by Steven ankle boots with a buckle detail and all of this straps and hardware here. So this brand makes their shoes to be distressed and discolored. These are worn, but the heel is really great, and I didn't see any damage. It also came with the dust bag inside, so again, not new, but really great. I've tried to sell this before. I've had to pay up for this brand, and then it's been a little hard to get a great profit on it. But it's still a desirable brand. The Western style is in right now still too. But again, at $5, I'm really looking forward to selling these. So I hope you enjoyed this haul. I guess the takeaway is, if you have local consignment stores that tend to be too pricey to find things to resell, get on their mailing list. Be sure you're aware of any sales that they're running. Sometimes it's a % off. This one is a really deep discount for their charity collection that they did. They do it a couple times a year, so a great way to get some really nice items at a low cost of goods. Honestly, $5 an item is cheaper than I usually do when I average out my cost of a thrift trip at the Goodwill or Savers or other stores. So this was a really great price point for me in Boston. So I hope you enjoyed, and it gives you some ideas of what to pick up and look for this summer to resell. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.